far away from the coast of Chile, right in the middle of the deep Pacific Ocean, where there is only water all around. In this desert of the sea, a small island is found, which is famous as Easter Island, but the real reason for its fame is not its name or its being alone in the Pacific Ocean. Hello friends, you are watching Fact Galaxy, where we bring you real and heart-touching stories. If you enjoy this story, don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new story. But this island is famous for the huge stone statues found here. On this remote island of the Pacific Ocean, who made these huge statues found in thousands? Were they aliens from another world or humans like us? Viewers, this is about the year 1722, which is about 300 years ago when a European explorer, Jacob Roggeveen, accidentally landed on this island while swimming in his boat. What did he see? Some stone statues standing on this island facing the sea. Looking at these statues, they looked like a ghost, who was made by carving the stone with great skill. Jacob was quite surprised by this scene, and that's when he started exploring this island further. It turned out that the whole island is not just full of a few statues, but is full of hundreds of statues, some of which are standing, and some of which are lying on the ground. The day this explorer came to this island, it was Easter Sunday. That's why it was named Easter Island. At that time, only a few people lived on this island, and they called this island Rapa Nui. But even those few people didn't know who made these statues, why and when. Since that day, the arrival of archaeologists and experts has begun here. Some people used to go to see this mysterious island, while others were busy trying to uncover the hidden secrets behind it. After trying for the last 300 years, finally, archaeologists have found some evidence here which will not be wrong to say that. We have come quite close to solving this mystery. Easter Island is so lonely in the sea that its neighbor Pitcairn Island is 2,075 km away from here. But not even humans live here. The island, with a population of 500 people, is 2,600 km away from here, which is known as Mangareva, while Easter Island itself comes under the territory of Chile, and the coast of Chile is also 3,512 km away from here. In today's time, it is only possible to reach here by plane, which takes 5 hours to reach from Chile to Easter Island. There are about 1,000 big statues in this island as big as a normal-sized city, and these statues are called moai. Many of these statues have eyes, while others were made without eyes, while their long noses, sharp chins, pointed heads, and long faces give them a unique look. According to an estimate, these statues were made in the 13th century, that is, about 700 years ago. Many statues stand proudly on the island's border with their bodies, while others are only seen lying on the ground. But in 2012, during an excavation, a surprising fact was revealed. It was found that not only their faces, but also their entire body, which was buried underground. Among them, the tallest statue is 33 feet, which is the same height as the length of a passenger bus, while its weight is said to be 90,000 kg, which can take up to 500 people to move. The surprising thing was found when the experts found a statue that was left incomplete during research. According to the calculation of the experts, its height is 70 feet, while after completion, its weight will be around 300 tons. Carving a stone to make statues and then bringing such heavy statues to different spots on the island seems like a task that is not possible for humans. Therefore, for many years it was believed that this work was done by aliens from space. But modern research has proven this theory to be completely wrong, because scientists and archaeologists have found many evidence which shows that these statues were made from the volcanic ash stone that came out of these volcanoes on this island, that is. This work was done while staying on this island. As an experiment, when only the eye of the statue was tried to be carved on the stone, it took 3 whole days. This work was done with the help of a special tool that people used to carve stones in the old days. Experts believe that it would take at least a year for a team of 12 workers. Looking at the incomplete statues present here, it was assumed that large stones were used to carve it into the shape of a statue. After the upper part was completed, it was separated from the stone. The research team understood the point of carving, but now it was quite difficult to understand that how such heavy statues would have been transported from the volcano site to different spots on the island many kilometers away. Because finally the weight of a statue is equal to the weight of about 14 elephants. Even today, if there is no support from machines, it seems impossible to do this work. To find out this, many statues were examined which were lying in the middle of the road, and one thing was common in all these fallen statues. The statues that were seen lying on a slope were lying on their faces, while the statues lying on their backs were found on the top. It is clear to see that when these statues were being transported, they were in a standing position, and they fell and broke during transport. Experts believe that the statue was held by ropes to balance it, and then it was slowly moved. Yes, the statue was driven to different locations on the island. To prove this, a statue was made with the help of concrete, and ropes were tied on all three sides to balance it. After lowering the statue at a special angle, when it was pulled from one side, the statue started moving surprisingly. Similarly, the statue was moved to a distance of 50 feet, which proved that people living on Easter Island used to move statues in the same way. But one last mystery was yet to be solved. Who were these people who made 1,000 statues, and what happened here that these people left incomplete statues? A study showed that there were 17,500 people living on Rapa Nui, or Easter Island, at one time. These people were Polynesians who came to this island in the year 300, i.e., 1,700 years ago. Surprisingly, at that time, this entire island did not look the way it looks today. There used to be a dense forest full of trees here, and many proofs of this have been found. 25 different types of pollen evidence have been found from Easter Island, including the heaviest amount of palm trees. If there was such a dense forest here, where did it go? Researchers believe that a large amount of deforestation was done here. It is believed that this forest of palm trees was of no use to the people who came here because they were farmers. They needed a land where they could farm and where it was easy for them to move statues. Maybe that's why they killed this forest with their own hands. Due to large-scale deforestation, the entire ecosystem of the environment deteriorates. But this effect slowly appears like a slow poison, and something similar happened here too. In the beginning, they didn't know anything, but over time, the land here became complete barren. Because of this, there was less food for the people living on the island, and then finally, these people fought each other here. Many human bones and skeletons have also been found on the which have wounds on them. This is proof that there was a civil war here, in which most of the women were targeted. Due to the decrease in the number of women on Easter Island, the population here gradually decreased, and finally, there came a time when the survivors migrated from here and went somewhere else. Today, this island is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site, where looking at these giant stone statues, you can't believe that they were really made by humans. Were these statues made for religious purposes, or did they have some other purpose? Many researchers have their own theories about this. But what do you think about this? Do let me know by commenting. I hope you will like and share this video of Fact Galaxy. Thank you so much for your lovely comments. See you in the next video.